Wisconsin.
I rise today to speak on the resolution submitted by Senator Rubio of Florida. And I wanted to also start with sort of an explanation of where we find ourselves. You hear the expression made in America and buy America policies. Well, what are those? That is the simple proposition that when we are spending federal tax dollars, your tax dollars, we want to see those ultimately benefit U.S. workers and U.S. small businesses and medium-sized businesses. And that's what including Make It in America or Buy America policies accomplishes. But I want to start also with what this Congressional Review Act resolution would do. This resolution would prohibit the Federal Highway Administration's February 2023 rule, which, as you heard from Senator Stabenow, removes electric vehicle chargers from the agency's blanket Buy America waiver from taking effect. The Federal Highway Administration rule implements what we would call a phase-in policy or on-ramp policy that increases Buy America requirements for electric vehicle chargers. By July 2024, all EV chargers purchased with Federal Highway Administration dollars, your taxpayer dollars, must be in full compliance with the Build America, Buy America rules. And if you eliminate this rule, as the Rubio resolution would do, it would remove all Buy America restrictions for EV charger purchases, allowing federal taxpayer dollars, your dollars, to buy chargers from China, which is rapidly scaling up their charger manufacturing in order to offer the lowest cost product. Because of this FHA rule, manufacturers are locating their facilities in the U.S. For example, Ingeteam, the European market leader, has built a facility in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where hundreds of union workers will make 500,000 EV chargers. This is because this rule requires EV chargers to be assembled in the U.S. when they are funded with federal taxpayer dollars. Under the Rubio resolution, those requirements go away. They vanish. The requirements go away because chargers will once again become subject to the Federal Highway Administration's blanket waiver for manufactured products, which has been in place since 1983. Now, I am no fan of this blanket waiver. Since I got to the Senate, I have been pushing to get rid of it. Frustrations with this waiver is one of the reasons I worked with my colleagues, Senators Brown and Portman, Stabenow and Braun and Peters, to get Buy America requirements into the infrastructure law. Because of our work, that law requires the Federal Highway Administration to request public notice and comment on its blanket waiver, something it did in May of this year. Now, if you're a senator who opposes the Federal Highway Administration's blanket waiver, like me, you might say submit a comment during the open comment period, something I did, or ask the Secretary of Transportation to commit to rescinding the blanket waiver in a committee hearing, something I did, or maybe even vote for the legislation that requires the agency to review the waiver, something I did, along with 19 of my Republican colleagues. But the sponsor of this resolution, Senator Rubio, did not do any of the things I just mentioned. It makes me think, and the resolution itself suggests, that he's more interested in scoring political points rather than doing the hard work of increasing the number of products and the number of programs that are subject to Buy America requirements. That is why the United Steelworkers, who represent thousands of workers in Wisconsin and in Florida, and who actually make things, that's why they oppose this resolution. And that is why I encourage my colleagues to do the same. Am I fully satisfied with the job this administration has done to implement Buy America? Well, the answer is no, I'm not. But this resolution makes things worse, not better. If we want to improve the administration's implementation of Buy America, we need to give agencies the resources they need to do outreach to industry. Now, I've supported Buy America for as long as I've been in the United States Congress, and it used to be a lonely battle, and it has been at times. So I'm very pleased that I have many new allies on the Republican side of the aisle who claim to support Buy America. Welcome to the team. I look forward to working with you and to get this administration the resources it needs to successfully implement Buy America, instead of supporting this resolution that would make things worse. With that,